Hi, this is Scott with Home Roast Coffee. Today on our second installment on roasting coffee beans at home. Today's topic is green coffee basics. A couple of quick advantages for roasting at home. One is freshness. Coffee only stays fresh for up to about 3 weeks. We prefer within the first 10 days. The other is the wide variety of coffees you can get green. Because they store longer, you can keep 4, 5, 10 of these coffees at home. Roast what you need for the next few days or week and be prepared and have a lovely different coffee every day. You'll also save a little money on comparative quality coffees versus coffee shop coffees versus roasting your own. So there's a couple quick reasons why. I want to get to the processing methods just a hair here. You'll see that a coffee is a dry or natural or traditional process. Those are usually fairly synonymous. The dry method simply is laying the ripe coffee cherries out to dry a little bit before taking the fruit and the skin off the bean. The wet processing method, on the other hand, they soak the cherries in water, similar to a large washing machine. They'll let them soak for a few hours and then they'll wash the skin and fruit off. The difference in taste can be striking. Wet processed coffees are generally very clean. You'll get a nice crisp flavor often from that process. The natural or dry process often gives you a little more fruity taste and a heavier body. South and Central American coffees are generally wet processed. Most people have more experience with them, so they make a great place to start roasting. If you're beginning, I would definitely start with a Colombian or a Costa Rican. As origins, they generally have a real good acidity, solid acidity. They're pretty bright. You may get some chocolate flavors in there and some other fruits. Medium body usually. Other South and Central Americans, if you like a mild coffee and sweet coffee, the Mexicans, Perus, Panamas fit the bill there. A nice coffee to branch into is a Guatemalan coffee. They can vary from very strong acidity to mild acidity and fruity to full-bodied. So that's a nice area to start out in. When you branch out and you have a little more experience, coffees from Ethiopia, the place where man first discovered coffee. A lot of variation in the size of beans often. You won't find them quite as big, often more dry processed, but you'll get a lot more fruit flavors and some very interesting nuances in the coffee. So once you have a little experience, you might move into the Ethiopias. African continent coffees have a tendency to be a little richer, usually a little lighter in the body, so the mouth feels a little lighter, but sweet, rich, flavorful coffees. Indonesian coffees have a tendency to have a lot of body. There will be a lot of semi-washed or natural processed coffees here. A lot of fruit, a lot of flavor. Some varieties you get more chaff when you roast with Indonesian coffees. Of course, you have your super premium coffees. Once you've got some experience and want to really branch out and try some really top-end coffees, Konas, Jamaica Blue Mountains, Australias, and Yemens make a fabulous cup of coffee for home roasters. Of course, we have Swiss water processed decafs. We like the Swiss water product. They select very high-quality beans. They do a nice job in preserving the flavor of the coffee, and it's a chemical-free process. We do have on our website a couple of things that help people start out. We have simple directions for roasting with a hot air popcorn popper or on the stove. You can use the Whirly Pop directions. We also have our roast level sheet that describes different roast levels and the effects on the flavor of the coffee. All you need to get started, some type of pot, a colander, maybe a wood spoon, a Ziploc bag, some instructions. You're ready to go. Thank you for watching. If you found our video helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. From all of us at HomeRoastCoffee.com, happy roasting.